Hola a todos! Today we are going to see some useful Spanish verbs that are reflexive. With reflexive Spanish verbs, the action is done by the same person who receives the action. For example, you can shower your baby, or you can shower yourself. To shower your baby is not reflexive because the person who does the action is you, and the person who receives it is the baby. However, if you shower yourself, that action is reflexive because you are the person who does the action of showering and also the person who receives the shower. Let's see now some other reflexive Spanish verbs. To wake up is despertarse. To get up is levantarse. To have a shower is ducharse. To wash yourself is lavarse. To wash your hair or to wash your teeth is lavarse el pelo, for the hair, or lavarse los dientes, for the teeth. To get dressed is vestirse. To comb your hair is peinarse. To put something on is ponerse. And to take something off is quitarse. To go to bed is acostarse. As you see, all the reflexive verbs in their original form finish in se. Despertarse, levantarse, ducharse, lavarse, vestirse. To use them in the present tense, you need to look at the two letters before that se, which will be AR, ER, and IR. The ending of each person will be the same as that with the regular verbs we have already learned. In the present tense, levantarse, to get up, for example, is yo levanto, tú levantas, él, ella o usted levanta, etc. because it is an AR ending verb. To make this verb reflexive, you will need to add a reflexive pronoun before the verb, which is different for each person. Let's see how to conjugate the reflexive verb levantarse for all persons. I get up is yo me levanto. You get up in an informal way is tú te levantas. You get up, for one person also, in a formal way is usted se levanta. He or she gets up is él or ella se levanta. We get up is nosotros o nosotras nos levantamos. You get up to a group of people in an informal way is vosotros o vosotras os levantáis. You get up to a group of people in a formal way is ustedes se levantan. And they get up is ellos o ellas se levantan. I remind you that you don't need to say yo, tú, usted, él, ella, etc. You can just say the reflexive pronoun and the verb with the right ending. So you can just say me levanto, te levantas, se levanta, nos levantamos, etc. We will see now some examples of questions and answers with reflexive Spanish verbs. If you want to ask, when do you shower? To one person in an informal way, you'll say, ¿cuándo te duchas? If you want to ask it in a formal way, you'll say, ¿cuándo se ducha? And if you want to answer, I shower in the morning, then you'll say, me ducho por la mañana. If you want to ask, when do you shower, but to a group of people in an informal way, then you'll say, ¿cuándo os ducháis? And if you want to ask it to a group of people in a formal way, then you'll say, ¿cuándo se duchan? If the answer is, we shower in the morning, then you'll say, nos duchamos por la mañana. If the question is, when does Antonio shower? You'll say, ¿cuándo se ducha Antonio? And if the answer is, Antonio showers in the morning, then you'll say, Antonio se ducha por la mañana. If you want to ask, when do Antonio and Carmen shower? You'll have to say, ¿cuándo se duchan Antonio y Carmen? And if the answer is, Antonio and Carmen shower in the morning, then you'll have to say, Antonio y Carmen se duchan por la mañana. Let's see an example with acostarse, to go to bed. If you want to ask, at what time do you go to bed, to one person in an informal way, then you'll say, ¿a qué hora te acuestas? And if you want to ask the same in a formal way, then you'll say, ¿a qué hora se acuesta? If the answer is, I go to bed at 11 at night, then you'll say, me acuesto a las 11 de la noche. If you want to ask at what time do you go to bed to a group of people in an informal way, then you'll say, ¿a qué hora os acostáis? And if you want to ask it in a formal way, then you'll say, ¿a qué hora se acuestan? If the answer is, we go to bed at 11 at night, then you'll say, nos acostamos a las 11 de la noche. If you want to ask, at what time does Antonio go to bed? Then you'll say, ¿a qué hora se acuesta Antonio? If the answer is, Antonio goes to bed at 11 at night, then you'll say, Antonio se acuesta a las 11 de la noche. And if the question is, at what time do Antonio and Carmen go to bed? Then you'll say, ¿a qué hora se acuestan Antonio y Carmen? And if the answer is, Antonio and Carmen go to bed at 11 at night, then you'll say, Antonio y Carmen se acuestan a las 11 de la noche. This is all for today. I hope you have understood what a reflexive verb is and how it works. Getting your head around reflexive Spanish verbs can be a little tricky at first, but they are of fundamental importance, and it is best to get stuck straight into learning and practicing with them. Try making questions and answers like the example I have given to memorize the verbs and the reflexive pronouns, and try to hunt out any possible opportunity to speak with or to listen to native Spanish speakers. By the way, to know if a verb is reflexive, you just look for it in the dictionary, and if it finishes in se, it is reflexive. Have a wonderful week, and I see you next time with more Spanish. Hasta luego!